I'm never an activist in politics. To be honest, I did not even have the habit of reading news. I was always the last one to get known of some big news in the town, and for most of the time, I would just acknowledge the issue or simply ignore it. Talking about politics, I have no idea at all. All those complicated and lengthy terms just drive me crazy. I can make no differentiation among the terms, and I only know a bit of the election system because I had to take liberal studies for a public exam. And that is all I can tell, nothing much. I'm basically a typical Hongkonger who pays no attention to politics and is simply indifferent to any news of similar sort. To be even more exact, I've never attended any rally or demonstration in my life, not even a single 1st of July demonstration or Junfab assembly. These two events are like the social norm, and literally every student attends. So I'm like a social misfit, and you will know the awkwardness. But right now, I'm organizing a petition movement to support students in Hong Kong, in which I'm talking to more than hundreds of people, telling them the situation in Hong Kong, hoping to raise their awareness and even to gain their support for our fellow students. I'm trying to gain media support with the campaign as well. I'm reading every single piece of news possible to catch up with the situation in Hong Kong. I'm super active on social media and try to share as much information possible on my Facebook. Why would there be such a change? Not that I suddenly become a politics addict. Never. Still, I have no political affiliations. I did not join any political student organizations. I did not take up any position for that, and I did not get paid for all these. Then why? It's simply because this is my home. I never realized that I love this place so much. I have been waiting to leave this shadow for so long. I have been complaining about the air pollution, the traffic jams, the dirty streets, and a lot more for years. Yet, after I left Hong Kong, I realized how much I'm attached to these little dots in the world map. I realized that deep down in my heart, it is linked to a place called home, a place named Hong Kong. This feeling just cannot help being intensified. Humans only learn to treasure when they realize they're losing. And on the verge of losing Hong Kong, I started to become an activist in others' eyes. I started to share tons of news and articles on my Facebook wall and expressing my views publicly regarding the situations. I immediately said yes when someone approached me to support the petition movement. I skipped all my classes, my personal work to promote to people. I kept on bombarding my foreign friends with news, and I tried to persuade my Hong Kong friends to join me in the promotion. I did so much that my friends treat me as an activist, a word that never appeared in my world. I walk out not because I support any political ideas, not because I want to see Hong Kong to be independent from China. I have no idea which is the best way for our city, but I still walk out because I fear that when I have to get back in January, I will not recognize this piece of land that I have lived for 20 years. I fear that I will lose my one and only home. It is with this simplest love for my city, I did so much that I would never have expected. It is with this urge that pushed me to do something I thought is impossible. I went to my first assembly in Berlin while I was supposed to be traveling happily. I went up to a professor at school to ask for permission to promote to his class, and this is something really weird here. I spoke in front of 60 students without any preparations, students who look at me blankly and who might not even know where Hong Kong is. I wrote a passage that created so much response within the social network, and I received messages from journalists who wanted to know more about Hong Kong because of what I wrote. I talked to hundreds of students, repeating the same speech about Hong Kong just to gain their signatures, and now I'm preparing to attend my second assembly to support Hong Kong. You might have wondered what is going on in Hong Kong and why are students doing that much. The reason is too simple to be true. We love our home, and we are doing everything to protect it. You have your home as well, and I'm sure you will do everything possible to protect your family. This is exactly what we are doing right now. It may be unlawful, illegal. I have no idea because I know nothing about law. But I remember the values and beliefs built deep down since we were young. I remember that we are supposed to uphold our values no matter what. And what I can see is not illegal acts like pickpocketing or breaking into a house. What I can see is people fighting for their values, fighting for their home, and fighting for themselves. I truly believe that you would do the same if you were there. You would block the police from entering the scene because you know more of them would cause more violence. You would boycott your classes and stay on the streets for days and nights to voice out your views. You would stand in front of the police boldly to get sprayed or hit, or even attacked by tear bombs. And you would still not fight back and stand still. For these are values, for we treasure peace, humanity, and democracy. Some might say that what I'm doing is stupid, time wasting, ineffective, and so on. Well, this may be true, but whenever you turn on your phone and the images shown are your friends running away from tear bombs, crying because of the pepper sprays, or simply too tired because of staying days and nights in the demonstration, what else can we do except crying on our own? I have felt desperate. I have cried whenever I woke up and read the news. I have felt hopeless and helpless when people ignore me. I thought that what I'm doing can never help my friends in Hong Kong, but I'm insisting because I believe that the world is watching. I believe that the world still believes in humanity. I believe that this is a world of love. When I was promoting to students and got rejected, I felt so useless, and even more I felt helpless towards our world, because I thought that it is in nature to insist on what we think is right. I thought people would always support universal values, support peace, love, democracy, justice, and so on. I thought these are what we need for an ideal society. I thought people would sign without second thoughts. Since when did our world become such an emotionless place? And since when did fighting for an ideal society would not be supported? Since when did fighting for our home become illegal? I'm not here to call for your support, because I can never force anyone to support a city that is thousands of miles away. I'm here just to let you know what is going on in this world, and hope that by telling you this, I can recall your passion for universal values, your determination for fighting for the ideal society, and your love for home.